In the heart of the vast and vibrant African kingdom of Zuberi, where golden savanna stretched endlessly and majestic rivers meandered through emerald landscapes, there was a powerful and wise king named Dlamini. His kingdom was renowned for its beauty and prosperity, a land where the people lived in harmony, and the royal palace stood as a testament to the strength and grandeur of the realm. King Dlamini, beloved by his subjects, ruled with fairness and strength, ensuring Zuberi's continued flourishing. King Dlamini had a son named Prince Kwame. The prince was admired not only for his bravery and wisdom but also for his deep compassion for the people of Zuberi. Everyone believed that Kwame would one day become a great king, continuing his father's legacy of justice and benevolence. The royal family was well respected, and their lineage was thought to be the key to the kingdom's stability and success. But there was a secret that Prince Kwame harbored, a secret so powerful that it could potentially unravel the very fabric of Zuberi. This secret began to unfold when Prince Kwame decided to visit the villages disguised as a commoner. He wanted to understand the lives of his people better, away from the opulence of the palace. During one of these visits, he wandered into a lively marketplace, bustling with merchants and villagers. Amid the colorful array of goods and the lively chatter of the crowd, his gaze was drawn to a young woman named Nia. She was the daughter of a humble blacksmith and was selling beautiful handmade jewelry. Nia was captivating. Her beauty was striking, with eyes that sparkled like the evening stars and a smile that could brighten the darkest of days. But it was not just her appearance that drew Kwame in, it was her intelligence, kindness, and the way she spoke with such passion and insight. Kwame found himself enchanted by Nia, and as they spoke, a deep connection formed between them. Their meetings became more frequent, and their conversations grew more intimate. They shared their dreams, their fears, and their hopes for the future. It was not long before their friendship blossomed into a deep, forbidden love. Kwame and Nia knew that their love was dangerous, as Zuberi's law strictly forbade the royal family from marrying commoners. If their love were discovered, it could lead to dire consequences for both of them. Despite their awareness of the risks, Kwame and Nia could not stay away from each other. Their secret meetings were filled with joy and love, but they were also fraught with a constant fear of being discovered. The palace was full of spies and informers who kept a close watch on the prince. Rumors began to circulate about Kwame's frequent absences from court and his strange behavior, raising the suspicions of those who served the king. Queen Bali, Kwame's mother, was deeply concerned. She had meticulously arranged for her son to marry Princess Adana, the daughter of a powerful king from a neighboring kingdom. This marriage was not just a union of two people but a strategic alliance that would strengthen Zuberi's position and secure its future. Queen Mbali had high hopes for this alliance, and she began to notice that Kwame was not his usual self. His distraction and mysterious absences worried her. At the same time, Nia's life was taking a tragic turn. Her father fell gravely ill, and the cost of his medical treatment plunged their family into debt. With her father's condition worsening, Nia turned to the only person she knew could help Prince Kwame. Despite the danger, Kwame's love for Nia compelled him to assist her. He secretly sent gold and resources to help pay for her father's treatment. His generosity, however, only fueled the growing suspicion among the king's advisors. One fateful night, as Kwame and Nia met in their usual secluded spot outside the village, they were ambushed by the king's guards. The guards, loyal to the king and aware of the prince's illicit activities, had been tracking him. Kwame and Nia were captured and brought before King Dlamini in the grand hall of the palace, a place usually reserved for matters of state. The grand hall was filled with tension as the king, his face a mask of anger and sadness, addressed his son. Kwame said, his voice echoing in the vast chamber, "You have broken the laws of our kingdom. You know the consequences of such actions." Nia, standing beside Kwame, her heart racing, stepped forward. "Your Majesty," she said, her voice steady despite her fear, "it is my fault. I am the one who has led the prince into this situation. He is innocent." Kwame, desperate to defend Nia, tried to speak, but his father raised a hand, silencing him. Nia, the king said firmly, "You are brave to take the blame, but the law is the law. No one is above it, not even my own son." Queen Mali, Unable to bear the sight of her son's distress, approached the king with tears in her eyes. Dlamini, she pleaded, please reconsider, he is our son. We cannot condemn him to death. King Dlamini, torn between his love for his son and his duty to uphold the law, struggled with his decision. The room was silent as the advisors debated the matter. Some argued for mercy, pointing out the prince's future role as king, while others insisted on the strict enforcement of the law. After a long and painful discussion, King Dlamini made a decision that would have profound consequences. Kwame, the king, said with a heavy heart, you are no longer my son. You are banished from Zuberi. Nia, you will be imprisoned until a final decision is made about your fate. The king's decree sent shockwaves through the kingdom. The people, who had always revered the royal family, were stunned by the news. The once unified kingdom began to unravel as rumors of the scandal spread. Kwame was taken to the edge of the kingdom, left alone in the wilderness, stripped of his title and belongings. Nia was imprisoned in the palace dungeon, her future uncertain and grim. Without Prince Kwame, Zuberi faced numerous challenges. The neighboring kingdoms, sensing weakness, began to make aggressive moves. Princess Adana's father, feeling insulted by the broken engagement, withdrew his support. The enemies of Zuberi grew bolder, and the kingdom's enemies began to close in. Queen Mbali, overwhelmed by guilt and fear for her kingdom, sought counsel from Elder Jengo, a wise and trusted advisor who had served the royal family for many years. Elder Jengo, who had witnessed many crises, advised the queen with deep concern. You must bring Kwame, Elder Jengo said, his voice filled with urgency. He is the rightful heir to the throne. The people still love him, and his return is crucial for Zuberi's survival. Without him, the kingdom will fall. Queen Mbali, realizing the truth in Jengo's words, knew she had to act quickly. But she faced a daunting challenge, convincing the king to reverse his decision. She also worried about Nia's safety, knowing that many nobles wanted her executed to maintain the kingdom's honor. Determined, Queen Mbali devised a bold plan. She secretly arranged for Nia's escape from the dungeon, hoping that if Nia could find Kwame and bring him back, it might persuade the king to change his mind. On a stormy and dark night, a loyal palace servant helped Nia escape from her prison. With only a small dagger and her unwavering determination, Nia embarked on a perilous journey through treacherous terrain to find Kwame. Nia's journey was fraught with danger. She crossed raging rivers, climbed steep mountains, and navigated dense forests filled with wild animals. Her love for Kwame and her desire to save her kingdom gave her the strength to keep going. After many days of hardship, she finally found Kwame living among a group of nomads far from Zuberi. Kwame was no longer the proud prince he once was. He felt defeated and desolate, convinced that he had failed his people. But when he saw Nia, his spirit was reignited. Nia told him about the kingdom's troubles and the queen's desperate plea for his return. She begged him to come back and help save Zuberi. Moved by Nia's courage and love, Kwame agreed to return to Zuberi. With Nia by his side, he made his way back to the kingdom. The people of Zuberi, seeing their beloved prince return, greeted him with hope and enthusiasm. His arrival created a powerful wave of support, and the king, faced with the undeniable will of his people, had no choice but to reconsider his decision. Kwame stood before his father, not as a prince seeking redemption, but as a man who had learned and grown from his experiences. Father, Kwame said, his voice steady and determined, the kingdom is more than just laws and traditions. It is the people who live here, and they need us now more than ever. King Dlamini, observing the change in his son and recognizing the support of the people, realized that he had to forgive Kwame. He reinstated Kwame as the heir to the throne, and with Nia's assistance, the kingdom rallied to defend itself against its enemies. The final battle was fierce and intense, but under Kwame's leadership, Zuberi emerged victorious. The kingdom's enemies were defeated, and peace was restored. After the battle, Kwame approached his father with a heartfelt request. Father, he said, I ask for one more favor. Please allow me to marry Nia. She has shown great bravery and loyalty, and she deserves to be by my side. King Dlamini, moved by his son's genuine love and Nia's unwavering courage, agreed to the marriage. Kwame and Nia were wed in a grand and joyous ceremony, uniting the royal family with the common people for the first time in Zuberi's history. Under Kwame's rule, Zuberi flourished like never before. The story of Kwame and Nia's love became a cherished legend, symbolizing the power of love, courage, and unity. Their tale served as a reminder that even the greatest challenges can be overcome with heart and determination. And so, the love that once threatened to tear Zuberi apart became the very foundation of a bright and prosperous future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hit like, share with friends, and subscribe for more. Don't forget to turn on notifications.